Once upon a time, in the heart of a sparkling, snow-covered kingdom, there lived a kind and graceful princess named Crystal. She was known as the Winter Princess, for she had a magical gift, the ability to control ice and snow with just a wave of her delicate hand. Her kingdom, Frosthaven, was a breathtaking place where snowflakes danced in the air, frozen lakes shimmered under the moonlight, and the northern lights painted the sky in dazzling colors. Crystal lived in the Icicle Palace, a magnificent castle made of glistening ice and adorned with the soft glow of enchanted snowflakes. She ruled with kindness, ensuring that all creatures, from the smallest snow rabbits to the majestic white wolves, were safe and happy. But one day, an unusual event disturbed the peaceful kingdom. The snow, which had always been gentle and magical, began to disappear. The sparkling frost melted, the rivers started flowing with warm water, and the once snowy mountains were turning bare. The people of Frosthaven were worried. Without snow, their kingdom would lose its magic. The lakes would no longer be frozen for their fun ice skating festivals, and the enchanted creatures that lived in the snow-covered forests would have to leave. Determined to save her kingdom, Princess Crystal set out on a magical adventure to uncover the mystery behind the melting snow. She dressed in her warmest, most elegant cloak, put on her silver ice boots, and carried her enchanted snowflake staff. The journey begins. Crystal's first stop was the frozen Whisper Woods, a magical forest where snow-covered trees whispered secrets carried by the winter wind. There, she met Flurry, the wise owl, who knew everything about the kingdom. "Oh, Princess Crystal," Flurry hooted, flapping his feathery wings. "I have felt the change in the air. The snow is melting because the ice gem, the heart of winter's magic, has been stolen." Crystal gasped. The ice gem was an ancient, powerful crystal that kept Frosthaven's winter magic alive. Without it, the kingdom would soon lose all its ice and snow. Who could have taken it? Crystal asked with determination. "I believe it was the Fire Sorceress, Ember, from the land of eternal flames," Flurry replied. "She wishes to end winter and turn Frosthaven into a land of warmth and fire." Crystal knew she had to act fast. "I must journey to the land of eternal flames and retrieve the ice gem." Flurry nodded. "Be careful, dear princess. Fire and ice are opposites, and Ember's magic is strong. But remember, the heart of winter is not just in the ice gem, it is in you, the land of eternal flames." Crystal traveled across the snowy hills, through the frozen caves, and past the silver glacier until she reached the blazing border, where snow met fire. Beyond it lay the land of eternal flames, a realm filled with rivers of lava, towering volcanoes, and fiery red skies. As soon as she stepped into the land, the heat surrounded her like a burning embrace. She used her magic to create a protective icy mist around herself, keeping her cool. In the distance, atop the flame fortress, stood Sorceress Ember. She had long, fiery red hair that flowed like flames, and her gown shimmered with golden sparks. "You must be the Winter Princess," Ember said with a smirk. "What brings you to my land?" "You know why I'm here," Crystal said bravely. "You stole the ice gem. Without it, Frosthaven will lose its magic." Ember laughed. "Winter has ruled for far too long. It is time for warmth to take over." She waved her hand, and a burst of fire shot into the air. "If you want the ice gem, you'll have to defeat me." The Battle of Fire and Ice. The battle began. Ember conjured flames that soared toward Crystal, but Crystal raised her hands, summoning a blizzard that extinguished the fire. With a flick of her staff, Crystal created icy bridges and snow walls, blocking Ember's fiery attacks. But Ember was powerful. She melted Crystal's ice as quickly as it formed. The battle raged on, fire clashing with ice, until Crystal remembered Flurry's words. The heart of winter is not just in the ice gem, it is in you. Crystal closed her eyes and took a deep breath. She let go of her fear and focused on the pure magic inside her heart. Snowflakes swirled around her, forming a glowing aura of winter magic. I do not fight for power, Crystal declared. I fight for balance. With one final, powerful wave of her hands, she created a beautiful winter storm. But this time, instead of battling Ember's fire, she blended the elements together. The snowflakes danced with the flames, creating a dazzling display of frost and fire. Ember gasped as the warmth of the fire and the coolness of the ice found harmony. The ice gem, which had been burning with heat, slowly cooled and began to glow with its original icy blue light. Crystal stepped forward and took the ice gem in her hands. The moment she did, a soft, magical snowfall began in the land of eternal flames. It was no longer just fire. It was a land of warmth and winter, together in balance. Ember's eyes softened. I never knew fire and ice could exist together, she whispered. Winter and warmth are both beautiful, Crystal said kindly. One cannot exist without the other. Ember smiled. Then take the ice gem back to your kingdom, princess. Frosthaven deserves its magic. The return of winter magic. Crystal returned to Frosthaven, and as soon as she placed the ice gem back on its pedestal in the Icicle Palace, the magic of winter returned. Snowflakes swirled through the air, lakes froze into shimmering ice, and the mountains were once again blanketed in soft, sparkling snow. The people of Frosthaven cheered with joy. The animals, from the playful snow foxes to the elegant white deer, danced in the freshly fallen snow, and the kingdom was once again the magical winter wonderland it had always been. A new friendship. To everyone's surprise, Ember visited Frosthaven one day, not as an enemy, but as a friend. She and Crystal had discovered that fire and ice were not enemies, but rather two forces that, when in harmony, could create something even more magical. From that day forward, every year, Frosthaven celebrated the Festival of Fire and Ice, where Ember and Crystal combined their magic to create glowing snowflakes and warm, golden icicles, a reminder that balance brings the greatest magic of all. And so, the Winter Princess's magical adventure became a legendary tale, whispered by the snowflakes and carried by the winter winds for generations to come. Sparkles the end. Snowflake # fire.